Hello, Happy New Year. Welcome back to What's in Your Leadership Backpack. Conrad and I are here having a really interesting conversation about what our world needs in terms of leadership these days.
Mm. And we are curious about the answer to this, and we're forming the question, how do we increase our capacity as leaders, or how do we increase our capacity to fill in the blank? So that blank piece, so context leadership, what's in your leadership backpack?
Mhm.
As leaders, being curious of how do we increase our capacity for something, and that something is unique to each one of us or what we're up to in the world.
Yeah. What I really love about this is that it really strikes me as something that resonates with myself in terms of when I think about like what I want to accomplish this year or how I want to show up as a leader this year. The second question always comes up as like, well, how am I going to do that?
Mm,
How am I going to find the time? How am I going to find the energy? And to me, that's capacity, right? Those
mm.
resources. How am I going to find the resources to do these things, whether they're new or the same, whether it's a leadership edge or some kind of impact that I want to have. So I love this prompt for that reason.
Yeah, I'm appreciating the how and the resource aspect, like increasing our capacity individually, increasing our capacity in partnership, increasing our capacity for resource allocation, which is Tom, this is the season to set goals. A lot of us, at least in the US context, are, New Year's, new goals, new intentions, new themes. So
Mhm.
as leaders and as we're setting those, we are still curious about the capacity. How the question above that, as Shannon's saying, what is, or maybe it's below it, above or below or adjacent to, how do we increase our capacity for blank?
Yeah. And and something that I keep learning, and I want to hear from you too, Conrad, is that oftentimes we make up that in order to increase our capacity, we actually have to do something, do more.
Mm.
And every year I learn that I actually can increase my capacity in a much more effective way if I actually do less.
Mm. Yeah, you're speaking to, I love that, Shannon. You're speaking to the energy we're bringing or the how, who we're being when we're doing those things. So I'm looking to increase my capacity for compassion and for partnership. So what does that look like that there's doing to support that? But what's the energy I'm bringing? Before we got on, Shannon used a great, um, she said some great things. And here's what I remember about what she said is that using this increase in capacity as a filter to for what to say no to or what to say yes to. So if you're increasing your capacity for partnership and compassion, such as I am, those could be filters to then inform my goals,
Mhm.
what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Is that what you said? Because it was
That
really
that is beautiful. That works. I think that the inquiry is what's most important. I think
yes.
that really knowing that just because you set a goal doesn't mean that you necessarily need to do more this
Yeah.
year or hustle or force anything to happen. And we're curious. We're curious for, our audience here. We want to know, like, what do you all think? What are you wanting to increase your capacity around in this new year?
Stick it in your leadership backpack, walk with it, sit with it, reflect on it. Excited to hear from you and happy 2024 as we navigate forward.
See you next time.